Oh, hi. You're expecting Kojak or Dragon, right? Well, this is my episode now, bitch. And you know what? I kind of like it here, so this might become a regular thing. So sit back, relax, and just, enjoy my show. All right.
Welcome back. This is episode 10 of Talking Noise. Today we have a very special guest with us. We finally got the man himself, kayoken, SSB, on us. The man of the hour.
Yeah, how's it going?
And then Kojak, I think, is driving home currently, so we have that.
Yeah.
So I got...
Yep, another day.
Yeah. Before I say anything, I gotta ask, though, Kojak, like, how's the acting and directing and whatnot been going?
I mean, and it's been pretty slow. Writer strike and everything kind of slowed up auditions for a little while, but it's all good. Directing wise, I'm developing a couple of horrors that I plan on, getting into production in July. Just after my daughter's birthday and everything, and get shit going that way.
Nice.
Otherwise, I'm chilling, bro. The show is on hiatus right now. There might be a change in the guard and shit, so legally we got to kind of stop where the fuck we are.
Damn.
So we'll see how that goes.
Sounds like you got a lot going on.
Always. That's the idea. I can retire early if I hustle now.
Nice.
Okay. Anything new, interesting with you?
Let's see. I'm studying for some certifications, pertaining to my job and my field of study or field of work, I should say. I guess professionally, I'm a network engineer, and then the whole Twitch, YouTubing that's on the side. And then outside of that, I'm just sitting here excited for Final Fantasy 16, man.
Of course. Yeah. And for me, I have a lot of stories to tell, some wild ones, but yeah, I just got back from North Carolina and went to my ex-girlfriend's graduation. That's right, people. We broke up last night. Sorry to say it.
Yeah,
I was like, what? I was
happens.
like, what? You went to your ex-girlfriend's graduation? Why the fuck would you do that? But okay. All right. Damn.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah,
it happens.
it's never easy.
And I've been writing and stuff just for kind of like my own small film projects, and I helped Panda recently, Kojak, get a gaming laptop, so she wants to start doing stuff with YouTube. She wants to start making skits and stuff, so I'm helping her with a lot of that stuff. So
there you go.
Oh shit!
She finally catching
Here
up.
comes Panda.
But yeah, other than that, that's
Oh
what.
god, we're gonna be. Nah, I want to know the wild stories. Give me my dessert first.
Okay, so let's see. So graduation party after the whole graduation orientation. Met her family. It really did not matter my first impression because her mom is really insane, and the only cool people were really her uncles and her grandmother. But like her freaking bro, dude, this is gonna escalate to like different parts. Okay, so beginning of the grad party, right? I'm the only one there, so I'm helping set up and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking, they have their family, their nephews, aunts, everything. They're all over there already reading. And so I'm helping watch their nephew because he keeps trying to rip crap down. This kid started to cause all sorts of trouble. Started taking like Tupperwares out of the cabinet, start throwing them, bro. Oh my god, her mom just got so pissed, bro. And she's like, "Why are you sitting there doing nothing?" Blah blah blah. I was like, "Dang, where does hostility come from?" Like, it ain't my house. But
I'm doing my best.
yeah, for real. And then, okay, so then the friends start showing up. So we're all downstairs in the basement, yada, yada, yada. You start cooking the food outside, start waiting. And meanwhile, I'm downstairs playing card games with everyone. Yeah, well, I mean, me and my girlfriend are still good terms, so I'll just say this: like, me and her are still really good friends. But yeah, no, it's just the relationship's not a thing anymore. But so
Yeah.
I guess I could just say it this right: me and my best friend, she went off to the bathroom, right? And her aunt kept calling her phone. I was like, maybe I'll just pick it up and tell her that because her aunt left the house for a while, and so I was like, maybe I'll just tell her aunt. Uh,
Oh no,
she's
you didn't answer the phone, did you?
I did.
Rookie
Oh,
mistake.
she.
And she's like, good. I was hoping you'd pick up. So I was like, oh god. So after that happens, bro, immediately she just starts going off. She's like, are you just friends with my niece? Or are you messing around with her? I was like,
Yeah, you fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
fell for
They're
it,
gonna
bro.
ask you the real questions.
And then I was like, I'm not really doing anything. I'm just down here playing cards. And she's like, oh, so you're messing with her? I was like, no, she's not even around. She's like, just wait till I meet you. I get you're quiet and all, but I'm gonna beat your ass because you're dating my freaking niece. I was like, bro, what? I was feared for my life, bro. My brothers are texting me like, what time do you need to be back? I'm like, in like an hour.
Possibly less.
Yeah, possibly less. Like, I need a evac immediately. And freaking, I'm over here just like, please don't let this lady show up. Please don't let this lady show up before I leave. So I'm down in the basement. Her mom just freaking busts out a joint, and this is when crap started to get insane. All right. So she took the phone from me because she realized I was talking to my best friend's aunt at that point, and she started to yell at her sister and been like, "Where's your fat aunt?" I was like, "Dang." Okay, so it starts to get heated even more on the phone. So the aunt finally hangs up, and then she took my best friend's phone and then called one of her friends, but like, I need a drinking buddy. I'm calling one of her friends to come over here because immediately she started smoking weed and started drinking, bro. I was like, damn. I was like, I really gotta leave. This ain't good for my lung issues or whatever the hell I got going on with me. But freaking, bruh, the entire bottom basement, bruh, was like a cloud of white. So I just migrated upstairs, and then my brothers finally freaking arrived, and I was like, bro, okay. And then I was like, okay, I guess someone got to go because I wasn't feeling good. Like after this point, right?
Right.
But before I can leave, two of the
Yeah,
uncles
bro, you were right.
before before I
Hey,
could.
this is your first time at a black party, bro? Like a black adult environment,
Smoking, drinking.
Well, here's the thing though,
bro.
like.
They be getting fucked up at these parties.
Yeah, me and a few of her friends were the only ones, staying sober, but that's how it goes. But dude, two of her uncles rolled up, bruh, and they didn't know who I was, so all they knew I was just some dude leaving. But before I could leave, the grandma was like, "Hold on, we got to get this boy a few plates." So they got me like 5 plates by the time I left.
Of course.
But as I'm leaving, I'm like, my brother pulls
We
up and
may eat your ass, but you gonna get fed.
yeah, for real. But okay, so I'm heading to the truck. So my brother's like, "Yo, I'm here," and I see his truck out in the top of the driveway. I was like, "Crap, I gotta sneak out." And then as I leave, the grandmother goes, "Bye, Aaron," and I was like, "Oh God!" And the uncle goes, "Wait, that's who?" And then they all go out there and they're like, "Oh, so you're the one dating our niece?" I was like, "Oh God!" So one of the two uncles were
That's
cool,
why you
but
can't be letting people say your government freely like that, man.
yeah,
You gotta give them a nickname or something.
yeah. So by the time I'm leaving, the uncles are actually pretty cool because the one he had a broken arm. He's like, "Oh, I just want to meet you, man." And the other one just kind of was like, "Shoot me down." I was like, hi." And
Oh, you got off easy, buddy.
yeah, I know.
Mhm.
I escaped by a slither, but I don't know how I did it, dude.
You got off easy, buddy.
Yeah, and it was,
Every single dude that has come to meet or come to meet my mom or whatever, they met me first. No, sir. What's up, man? What you trying to do? Like, I ain't worried about you trying to fuck my sister. I'm worried about, where your head at, where you headed and shit. What's up?
Yeah.
You pussy? You gonna fight me? I punch you? What's up? Like, I'm trying to tell you, bro. You got off lucky.
I know. One of my trades is being lucky, but dude, my immediately as I get in the truck, my brother's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "No." freaking step on it. And so immediately he's just like, okay, I'll go here and I'll speed. But he goes, why? And I was like, dude, I ain't trying to die. We gotta leave this neighborhood
We gotta
now. The
go.
aunt is coming back. One of the uncles already don't like me. I was like,
Nah, it's probably not that they didn't like you. They were just, fucking with you and testing the waters, seeing what was
oh no,
up.
like they genuinely insane. Like, bro, they didn't. Well, her mom did try to hide the fact that she was manipulative as hell and crap. But I was like, bro, we gotta go. If you value your life, we must leave.
It's nowhere near as deep as you think it is. They were just hazing you, bro. They don't give a fuck. They
Yeah,
was
I was
fucking
like,
with you.
yeah, I was like, yeah, they was probably just hazing you. But I mean, you was there, we wasn't. You gotta trust your
I can't
instincts
tell
in
you
those
how
Yeah.
to do it. I'm
situations.
pretty sure
I
they
mean,
were just fucking with you.
I wasn't trying to find out though, because
Understandable. Yeah.
one of
Like, I'm not gonna do shit to you.
no, it's not the uncles I was worried about. It was the aunt because she was supposed to be there soon, and I was like, oh crap. Because
Yeah, that's she's not.
no, here's the
Black
problem
women, they don't do that. They don't do that.
though. This is the
That's the
problem.
dudes that do that shit.
This is the problem. Is that I recalled that someone had said that she was a police officer, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, the aunt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
she's about to put you in a room and take.
Yeah, I was about to say they better lock me up.
lock you up.
Bruh, it wouldn't
Oh,
be the first time,
Dragon.
trust me.
Oh, Dragon.
Dude,
Yeah, Dragon.
I've been
If
at
she was
friends'
if she was
houses.
actually about to
And
lock
some of
you up,
their
she was gonna
freaking
have to lock up.
families were like police officer stuff, and they put me in handcuffs. I remember one did it as a joke though. Someone did it jokingly, but then they lost the key to it. And then I remember there was another time I was hanging out with my best friend in Fort Bragg. I guess they don't call it Fort Bragg there anymore when I was there, but his dad came home. He's like, "I'm going to teach you how to lockpick handcuffs." So I learned that at a very young age. But then I was there. I was like, bro, I'm either gonna die or I'm gonna be perfectly fine. But either or, I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out. So that was
It
that.
was gonna be great. I promise it would have been great.
But yeah,
You have stories to tell for the rest of your life about the most random shit. New phrases. You better be glad they weren't playing spades and getting drunk and shit, bro. You, boy.
dude, they started gambling by the time I was leaving. I was like, okay, now I gotta leave because I know if they start gambling, I'm gonna start gambling.
Gambling's strong, bro.
But oh yeah, dude, that was probably the wildest bit of when I was there. But bruh, I kid you not, they were actually pissed though because when I was at the graduation, they didn't say her name right. Bro, her mom jumped out of her seat so fast and I was like, you might want to sit down, bro. We're not trying to get escorted out of here. They had a
Oh,
rule.
no.
They had
Dragon. They would have had
Yeah.
to fight that whole damn family to get her the fuck out of there.
yeah.
No, I've noticed that too. A lot of high schools have been like they just been like crazy strict with like walking across the stage or whatever, getting their diploma.
No, dude.
When not like, oh, you can't wave, you can't clap, you can't like do no dances or nothing. You can't smile. Like that was actually a rule that I read yesterday in an article. And like they'll just withhold your diploma. They'll probably give it to you after or the next day. But it's like it's almost like the schools are making a point to like embarrass you to say like, nah, you fucked up, so we're not gonna give this to you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't the fucking army, bitch, and I graduated. Give me my shit.
Right.
That's what I was saying.
You hold no water over me anymore. Like I did my job. Now do your job and give me the fucking diploma so I can dip.
But yeah, that's basically what happened. Mine. Yeah.
What'd you say, Coach?
Sorry.
They can be mad at me because I want a fucking gritty bitch.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, they told us not to screw around at mine, but everyone did, and they didn't do crap about it. Because I'm pretty sure at that point, they're at the point of reason of, oh, crap, I don't want to see these people again.
Right.
So, and I graduated long before a lot of my friends and family did, and I was the youngest of my class to graduate, and so it was just funny because, like, all these other people with like A+ honors and stuff, and they just call out my name. I don't have a single one, but I was part of this thing that allowed me just to get like construction and welding jobs early. Because speaking of that, I actually start at a construction job tomorrow. But people are like, where the hell does this guy come from? Never seen him before in my life.
Oh yeah. Did you skip a couple grades or something like that, or was it just like an accelerated like credit program or something like that?
I'm not sure. I just let the science work itself out, but I remember skipping some years in elementary.
Okay.
So
That's awesome.
Yeah. You don't really hear about that nowadays. It used to happen all the time. But...
Yeah. Yeah. I'm old as fuck, bro. So yeah, we would skip grades. Oh, he's too advanced. He's reading too high. He needs to be in the 8th grade. Like, what the fuck, bitch?
yeah,
I
or
like
or
that.
you
These
see more the
motherfuckers.
opposite though. Like like oh he's too slow, or he's not keeping up with the class or something like that, and then they get held back like
Right.
1 to 2 years or some shit like that.
yeah, I just remember as a kid, I was always in
Because
the.
the teachers suck.
Sorry,
Sorry, my bad.
you good? Yeah, I was gonna say was that I just remember as a kid. I don't like my childhood. Like I can remember bits and pieces of, but like when it comes to like the school aspect for like the first 3 years of me going to school, like legitimately, I barely remember. But all I remember was being put in these. They're like, oh, you're gonna go to this class and do this thing because it's accelerated.
Man,
Blah blah blah. I was like, okay.
man, the only thing I remember is the second grade and up, except for third grade. I don't remember shit from third grade. That shit did not exist. I remember second grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, and everything else after that. But for whatever reason, third grade did not exist. Or nor did like preschool, kindergarten, none of that shit. First grade.
You know what's funny? I bet. Were you on ADHD medication?
Yes, sir.
Nah, I
Had a rap.
wasn't.
Bro, I was
It,
on ADHD medication in 3rd grade. I do not remember shit about
yeah.
3rd grade.
Yeah, my parents told me that they tried to put
All
me
my
on that.
teachers like that bitch.
Yeah, my parents told me that they tried to put me on that, and they were like, "Oh hell no." So,
Be glad they didn't, bro. That crap messed me
yeah.
up. Hated it.
I was on it for like a week. I've been fucked up.
uh, but other than that, that was
Damn, bro. So you fucking got a whole job and had a whole breakup in a matter of a fucking week. That's crazy.
basically, yeah.
Dang. When did you start?
Basically, that's what it is.
When did you start dating her?
4 years ago, around this time.
Okay, so it's not like it just happened relationship. It just I guess happened to end relationship. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking that like you just started dating this girl like 2 weeks ago, bro. Like, that was the timeline
Yeah,
in
the
my
way you
head
talking
because
about
because I've never heard of this girl before. So I'm like okay, you know.
yeah. It happens, bro. You know.
hmm Yeah, you keep it moving, man.
There's like 6 billion people on this planet, bro. I'm not gonna tell you to try guys or nothing like that, but hey, it's like 6 billion motherfuckers on the planet, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the wound's still fresh. You still got the stitches in it. You good? Take your time, man. You
Yeah.
be alright.
Mhm.
Oh, no bad bitch. All right.
What'd you say? Cut out.
I'm telling him no bad bitches. No bad bitches. Do not
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No hot girl, summer girls. Don't steer clear.
I am, bro. Do not do it.
Steer clear. It ain't worth it, man. They are not for the culture. They for something. They just not for the culture.
Like you seen it be like you like relationship type shit. You don't want someone who's gonna have someone in their DMs all fucking day long. You don't want that.
And then sucking you dry in the worst way.
In the worst way. You
Like
become like
I'm
me.
talking
You
about
don't want to be like me. You don't encourage it.
like I'm talking about like they taking your money, man. Like nah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Don't worry. That's why I don't like anybody basically here in this state. because that's basically all they are. Hate to say it, but it's true.
Well, that comes, unfortunately, you growing up in the time of TikTok, my guy, you're kind of fucked. That OnlyFans shit would be a detriment to everything I would ever have. Like, bro, I would never trust a girl. I am so glad I got married, bro. So glad I got married because let me tell you the fuck something, bro. Like to have somebody be like, oh yeah, bro, I seen your girl get her ass bust down on Tuesday on fucking Twitter and shit.
Right.
Bruh, what?
Yeah, I seen her on Titty Tuesday.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? You get your money how you get your money, but like damn, they're supposed to be something special, bro. It was hard as shit to get a tweet pick back in the day, bro. Now I just hop on Twitter.
Right. You ain't even got to search for it, bro. It'll just be on front page. Scroll
Bro,
down
the
twice.
WWE was fire because they would have random girls flashing you in the show. Like, that was fire. Now it's like, oh, well, there's another titty. Somebody's daughter right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Can't open Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and public no more, depending on what your For You page is.
Bro.
Gotta check over your shoulder.
I was at work and fuck around and open Twitter and like, ooh, shit, I forgot where I was.
Bro.
I ain't checking tonight. So all that Twitter, shit is fucking flooded, bro. Like, whoa.
I managed to decipher that, but sorry for the viewers. I'm not sure if you're gonna, or listeners, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure if you could, because for me, he was cutting out. So
yeah, it was cutting out for me too, but I could figure out what he was saying. So
yeah,
I have faith in your listeners.
Don't have too much faith. Bro, I begin
like 6 of them right now.
Well, there's more like 15 concurrent, but there's at least 6 that are always complaining. So for certain stuff that we say, I always throw up a disclaimer, or if there's stuff that gets tough for people that are sensitive to certain things, I throw up even more disclaimers. And yet these people were still complaining about it. I was like, bro, I threw up disclaimers. This is your own fault.
Man,
what are they complaining about? Whoa, what are they complaining about?
Stuff we said or stuff they figured out that I censored out. But I was like, yeah, screw it, dude. It's my podcast.
Oh, I hope this comes through clear. To anybody complaining, I'm gonna tell you this now. You don't gotta listen. Because you know, when I come on this motherfucker, I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna get on your little feelings. And I don't care. I stand by my statement. If I
10
offended
toes down.
I can only do so much, bro. Like I'm cool with the pronouns. I'm cool with the whole shit or whatever. I don't really give a fuck about none of that shit. But you being sensitive because I said the fuck word, we're gonna have a problem. Okay?
That's wild.
Okay.
Nah, Coach, I'm gonna need you to tone it down, man. I can't handle all that, bro. That's a lot to take in. I'm gonna need to process that over the next 300, 200 days, and then we can come back. Maybe then we can reconvene and talk about this.
Oh no, he's giving me the John Morant. What do I do?
No, I feel it. I feel the same way about that stuff too. Like Dragon, when you come to my streams on Twitch, like you always have to click the do you agree to this?
Yeah, watch it. Oh my bro, I don't.
Yeah, watch this mature content, and it's not literally mature content. It's just me. It's just I put that there so I can say exactly whatever the fuck I want and do whatever the fuck I want within the legal grounds of Twitch. And not have to worry about somebody getting butthurt. I'm like, listen, you clicked on that button before you agreed to watch my stream, so that gives me full clearance to do and say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So therefore, I will.
You hit agree. You clicked agree.
Mm-hmm. I got right here. Screenshot it. No,
yeah. Much like Dave Chappelle said, I don't want to hear it. Y'all clicked on my face.
Right.
I mean,
he's not wrong. in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. But before North Carolina, like post graduation stuff. So for senior graduation, got Panda in, right?
Hmm.
And so, it's my older sister. She goes around, she sees some of my friends that she's good friends with, and then she immediately realized that they were just starting to hand out, so doing like cash prizes, but some kid, I guess, I don't know where he went because someone had to get hauled off to an ambulance. But after that happened, she found $100 just like sitting on the ground. She was like, "What do I do with it?" I'm like, "Ain't nobody gonna know."
What are you talking about? What do I do with it?
Right. Pocket that shit. Walk away.
See, but
Where's
here's
Panda?
this is
Where is Panda?
I can go get her if you need me to.
No. I'll text her. What do you do with it? You put that shit in your pocket and you look for another one.
Yeah, no, because there was like an incident on the ice rink. Somebody like almost cut off their finger, bro. It was wild.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a ice rink story. Yeah, when I was I had to be in elementary school or some shit like that. But yeah, I was at the ice rink with my sister and some of her friends, and there was this big ass. Well, he probably wasn't that big, but I was a little kid, so everything big to me. Uh, and this dude, he was skating backwards, and like I'm facing forwards, so I didn't know he was behind me. He was skating backwards, like kind of fast, like cutting through people and whatnot. And I guess he missed me, and he just literally just mowed me over, smashed my face into the ice, face first, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I had to get braces right then and there. Like, I was already like my parents were already planning on getting me braces, but it was like,
Immediate.
in time type of deal. They're like, "Nah, I gotta do this shit right now." It fucked my shit up.
God damn that. Ooh.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah, I definitely remember that. That
Yep.
shit did not feel
That's
good.
why I stayed off the ice rink. I was out there before
That's
anyone
probably
else
why I
was.
don't remember the third grade. It probably happened in the third grade.
Got a concussion. Don't remember shit. CTE.
It really be like that.
He's in the protocols now. All right, gentlemen. I have to go into the house now. I finally have arrived at my humble abode. And I know my child and my wife are gonna go insane when I walk through this door. So,
Fair enough.
you know, kayoken, right?
Yeah.
Kayoken, nice to meet you, man.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too, man.
Hopefully, when we get back to the streaming shit and I get my shit together, you can fuck around with us more.
Oh yeah. I fuck with the vision. So
I bet. All right, Dragon Brody. You know what it is with me.
Yep. Well, take care. And got to go do some parenting.
Indeed. The best kind.
So, yep, people. Yeah, if for any new listeners, that was my boy Kojak. Known him for a long time. But,
yeah, you
so,
seem real cool. I like him.
yeah, he's a great guy. Like that dude. My sister gets along with him too, because my older sister, she's like, "Who you talking to?" To my, so I started bringing my sister in on Twitch sessions, and she met this dude, and she thinks he's freaking hilarious. So,
Does Kojak also stream,
uh,
or does he just focus on like his acting and directing?
one day we talked about this on an episode. I don't think I've released it yet. Our plan is to get our internet presence back up again, but he's him and his best friend, which is also kind of our other co-host.
Okay.
They kind of stepped away from streaming and YouTube for a while, but what Kojak's been doing is a lot with, as you know, me and him are both like also films, like
Right.
studies people. Like me, I'm a film student. He's already got like acting gigs and stuff, and so yeah,
Hmm.
we both write, direct, do our own thing. So he's been
Nice.
busy with that because he's had a role on this TV show. It hasn't come out yet, I don't think, but as you heard at the beginning of the episode, they got postponed basically. So he's just been
I
there
gotcha.
working a job and providing for his family. So
Uh huh. Yeah, I feel that. That's basically me, except minus the family part.
yeah, you almost killing people at Dave and Buster's with Rob.
Bro, I can't explain this, man, but this man, like I've said it before, but this man does not know his own strength. And but regarding that clip that you're talking about, so for the viewers, for context, I and a couple of my other friends, including this guy Rob, we went to Dave and Buster's, and there was like a pitching machine where you could throw or pitch a ball like down to the machine. It would tell you how fast you threw it and how far and how hard and everything like that. It just basically was a measurement game. And my man Rob, he is how I think he's 6 foot. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
6 foot, uh, over 200 pound, like just sizable, strong ass looking black man. Like I mean, just like you wouldn't want to run into this dude on the street, like when he got a bad attitude or he's had a bad day. Um, So my man is like, we're all goofing around, but my man is goofing around the most. He's like making these extravagant like pitcher poses, like the pitcher poses like in the MLB when they about to throw the ball or something like that. They hike that leg up or they throw that arm out or something like that. He's doing all that. On his third pitch, there is a kid about to walk into his frame of pitch, like where he's throwing the ball, and we don't think he sees him. So we're all yelling like, "Oh, stop, stop! Stop! Don't throw the ball! You're going beating this kid in the head." And he goes anyways, or he goes through the motion anyways. But right before he releases the ball, he stops, and he looks at us laughing and giggling. He's like, "Oh, I saw the kid coming, blah blah blah." I just wanted to scare y'all. We were, and I don't think he knew the terror that we all knew might have happened if like he actually didn't see, because this man, like I said, like he doesn't know his. It's so the reason why I'm painting this picture is because he don't know his own strength. Like this man is so strong. Like like the old. I can't really. Well, I mean, I can't say it. The old saying, like retard. He got retard strength. That old saying, like that's raw, bro. He just got like dumb strength where it's like
Yeah.
it's non-contextual, it's unfathomable. It just like if he grabs you, you're not getting away. That's the best way to describe it. That's the best way to describe it. But yeah, that was just like a funny clip. One of my friends, he was live streaming like on Twitch when we went to Dave and Buster's, and he happened to catch it on camera. Then I made it a clip, and here we are.
Yeah. And also to provide more context, because I've also seen the clip because it's on Instagram and Twitch several times. But dude, that kid ran right through. He would have got beams. Like that kid would have been missing the head. That kid would have been missing the head, bro.
Yeah, and also it was definitely the kid's fault because I mean it's a pitching game, so like you have to stand a little bit of ways away from the actual I guess game station. So it's definitely that kid's fault for not paying attention and like being situational aware of what's going on around him for just running in front of Rob like that. So if Rob actually did throw it and the kid got hurt and it turned into a whole ordeal, he was clear. It's not his fault. Even if he did hit him with the retard strike throw or the fucking kamehameha of baseball pitches, like Rob would have been fine. Like that would not have been his fault.
Especially since y'all got on camera.
Yeah, that too. But no, it was just the fact that that kid literally just ran straight through.
Yeah, that kid
the
was
line
beams for it, bro. I was like, kid,
yeah,
you can't be crying if you got hit.
And it's like of all the times to run through, why that time specifically? Like there were times when he wasn't throwing the ball. There were times where he was just talking to us. There were times where he was like acting like he was gonna throw it and didn't. But like this time, that one time that he actually did, do the full wind up, man. Yeah, it was tough. It was rough. But yeah, overall that was a fun day. Like, we were just kicking it at Dave and Buster's. I think that was Apple's first IRL stream.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, no, the look in Rob's eyes though, you could tell this dude was not gonna stop.
Yeah, nah. No, we definitely thought he was about to throw that shit. We definitely thought that.
I'm gonna try and wrap up like the whole graduation stuff for me real quick. But yeah, as I was saying,
Yeah.
grad night, got my sister in, blah blah blah. She got sick, so I'm not even sure she remembers all that went on that night. But so they had a lot of stuff for us graduates of 23. So I'm downstairs where they usually have basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have this thing set up. It's like, so you know those like giant like stick things that you stand on, but you stand like on the center and you have to like try and knock the person off and like stay
Oh yeah,
balanced.
and they give you like a padded staff. And you like
Yeah,
whack each other with. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't
but
know what it's called,
it's
but
like one of those large ones though, like the big like not a foam one. It's like one of those large like plasticky ones that hurt.
oh, okay.
Dude. So one of the football players I'm really good friends with got in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this girl went in there, went against him because no one else was going in. Because it was just me and line of my bunch of my friends and a bunch of my buddies. Immediately she goes, "Oh, what are you gonna do?" And immediately as the guy says start, he just sends her freaking flying across the freaking ring.
Damn.
Luckily the ring is quite sizable, but let's just say she hit the edge and was like brink away from like maybe falling out completely.
Falling
Like,
out.
yeah, no, her hair went everywhere, bro. The hair clip she had on, bro, that thing flew across the freaking gym. Like, dude, this dude did not play. He's like instant KO. And bro, then we're all
That's
playing
funny.
dodgeball on the right, bro. This kid, he should not have
Oh
jumped
man, I
in.
love dodgeball.
I know this kid should not have jumped in when he did because the second he did, dude, I threw a fastball and the guy that I was throwing at ducked, and this kid stood up and got nailed right in the face, bro. His face was like the side of his face was red for a good most of the night.
Man, I remember I played dodgeball at Colossal Con the second time we went. It was me, Sylvanas, Rob, or Rob Licious, that's his actual tag. But Rob Licious and we had a couple other friends with us too. And I think Sylvana's girlfriend was playing with us too. And bro, it was just so funny because it's like everybody was dressed in like an anime costume while playing dodgeball. Like you had a JoJo's dude, you had a dude from Hunter x Hunter. Calvin's girlfriend was dressed up as the adult Midna from
Oh
Twilight Princess. Um, Calvin was dressed up as Lelouch from the Rebellion. I wasn't dressed up as anything, and neither
yeah,
was Rob at that time.
I remember. Didn't you
Um,
say there's also a bunch of Spider-Men like there too?
yeah. One of the guys, one of our friends, he was dressed up as Miles Morales. That was there. Um,
Nice.
and this is like the year after, not Across the Spider Verse. What was the first one? Into the Spider Verse.
Into the Spider.
Uh, yeah, that it was a year after that came out. So Miles Morales was like super popular. So that's why, like, when you went to any convention that year or the next year subsequently, you saw a bunch of like Spider Man, but specifically Miles Morales. So, so yeah, we saw like a bunch of them when we were playing dodgeball. It like, and we got to like the finals. I think we got second place, second or third. And it just got like really intense. There was like a guy throwing like curveballs and shit. I was like, man, this got me to be professional, bro. Oh man! And at one point, I was like the last person in for my team, and I had to make like a clutch catch. And then I got my old team back in. But as they were coming back in, they all got hit. Like it was fucking stupid. So
Yeah, can't remember the last time I've been to like a huge convention except maybe last year near the city. We had Fan Expo. There, I met a bunch of people. I met
what
Sean Schemmel,
what state are you in again?
Missouri.
Missouri. Man, yeah, I don't know any conventions there.
Hopefully, I'm not here long though. I mean, I like this place, but it's not where I grew up. And yes,
Yeah,
there's more stuff to do, but like even then, like you have to go everywhere to like get
yeah.
to
I
anything.
mean, they got they got one of the biggest conventions here in Ohio, so I kind of got lucky. Like Ohio Con. I don't know if it's one of the biggest anymore, but it used to be the second or first biggest in the US for like a very long time.
Sounds about right.
But I think Anime Expo over in California and then probably some other conventions have surpassed it now.
Bro. My my friend Destroy was there because he did not tell me he was going at all. So he didn't know there was a Smash tournament. So I was texting him. I was like, "Dude, are you going to go to this or what?" He's like, "Oh no, I'm actually already here." I'm like, "Dude, we got to do the double Smash tournament."
Yeah,
The
yeah. They
amount.
typically
Sorry, you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say they typically have like Smash tournaments at most conventions now. It used to be kind of like a rare thing, and it also used to be kind of like a taboo thing where it's like, Smash players, like actual Smash players, shouldn't go to convention Smash tournaments. They should only go to, you know, Smash tournaments that are like designed for Smash, where it's not like a side event type of deal.
Yeah,
But now they're getting a lot better. Like actually, there's one I'm going to this Friday or this Saturday. That's in Columbus. It's called GDEX Underworld, but the convention is called GDEX. It's a game developer expo. So me and Sylvanas are going there. We're gonna team up in doubles and just basically fuck around the entire day. So I think it should be streamed. So I'll link you the stream, but I think they're doing it through Smash GG, so it shouldn't be too hard to find.
fair enough. Yeah. So yeah, we get in the tournament, dude. And we're just wiping through like these adults that are like 40 or so. And we get to these dudes. These guys work for the convention, right?
Yeah.
Bruh, we got absolutely bodied. And it's just like, what the hell? And these guys already work for there, so they already get like most of the benefits of free stuff. So, but yet they came in and just swept the floor. And they were just like the
Yeah.
most toxic people ever. I was like, Jesus Christ, you guys got no life.
Yeah, that's also something that's kind of like taboo in the Smash community that like if you're a TO of any way, shape, or form, um, like whether it's convention Smash tournament, a regular Smash tournament, a small Smash tournament, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's kind of frowned upon for the TO to like, join their own tournament. Like it's not like oh you should never do it, but it's kind of like oh why are you joining your own tournament? Like you could definitely just rig the bracket, even if you lost. And I've been in tournaments like that where TOs have done that. Actually, Pudding and I were in a tournament where that happened, where it was an online tournament, where we were both playing. I was up against the TO, or no, Pudding was up against the TO, and he beat him. He beat him both games. It was like best of three. In the TO, he basically reset the entire match and made it like a 2-0 for him so that Pudding lost and he got DQ'd from the bracket because of it.
Wow.
And then, basically I kind of watched the bracket stuff because this guy he wasn't streaming his run.
Mhm.
Or he wasn't streaming the bracket, but Pudding and I were just playing in it. And then eventually I think I was in winners semis and I beat him. And that was and like he didn't like reset the bracket or reset the score or anything like that. He just let that go. But then when we got to winners, well, no, this was I think I made it all the way to grand finals, and he made it all the way from losers to grand finals, which I don't know if he actually did. He might have done the same thing to the other people. I assume he did that to everybody in the bracket. And and we're playing in grand finals, so it's like best of five now, but he has to win two sets to beat me, whereas I only have to win one. So I beat him I beat him 3-1. And then he reset the whole thing and he made himself the winner. And I was like, dude, what's the fucking point? And the only like all things considered, that's not a big deal because there was no prize money, there was no prizes at all. Basically just doing a Smash
For
tournament
fun.
for the sake of for fun, for the sake of doing it. But here's the problem with that. It's like the people that actually joined that tournament and were trying to, you know, play to the best of their ability and things like that. There's something called uh I can't remember the exact name, but basically Panda Global made a website for ranking Smash uh players. Not that I'm not talking about the PGR. But what I'm talking about is like they have a literal like website that collates data from every tournament that you've been to, and it will tell you like your place in the world based off that. So all those matches that this guy was running, they all feed into that website that I just mentioned. So all that false data that this guy was changing the tournaments and results and things like that, it was all going to this website. So it's like if you were to look up me or any other player that was in there, it would probably say we lost X amount of matches to this person. Um, and it would probably give him a higher smash rating than us. So that was the only problem I had with it. Other than that, I was like, all right, this is a scuffed
Yeah,
tournament.
I
But
probably would have been like, okay, this isn't worth my time.
yeah. No, as soon as Pudding told me that's what happened to him, I was like, okay, I don't really care about what's going on here anymore. But I'm already like in winners finals or winners grand finals, so I might as well just finish out the tournament at this point.
Yeah, it's usually how it goes. But man, yeah, Kojak's usually better about asking questions and stuff. But I'm not gonna
Very
end
good, man.
the episode yet. But there is some stuff I'm probably gonna bring up. Shoot,
Yeah.
hold on. All right. So, because usually we have like a segment where we ask the person we bring on the podcast, like what they do for a living and like what advice they have to give to people that are potentially listening, or if they want to do something along that field. So, kayoken,
Oh yeah, I can do that.
there you go.
So yeah, I kind of mentioned it at the top of the podcast hour or however long this might be. But yeah, so professionally in my working career, I am a network engineer for the company I work for. So but that's actually ironically not what I studied in school. I studied software engineering or computer information systems. It just change of events, as I was going through my career, just kind of led me to network engineering, and that's where I am now. I like both pretty equally. I think I kind of like software engineering a little bit more, but I'm still relatively brand new to network engineering in general. So, gonna give that some more time to kind of like mold. Uh, but yeah, so my day to day, at least for my network engineering job, but like there's like I say network engineer, but like not every network engineer does the same thing. So you have the network engineers that kind of like work in the field. You have the ones that like kind of do stuff on the back end with the network and so on and so forth. My job is more back end, so I pretty much sit at a desk all day if I can help it. um, so yeah, my day to day is like first thing in the morning, I check all of my company's networks. So that's all across the U.S. So basically from coast to coast, from East Coast all the way to the West Coast. And basically we just check to see if there's any outages. So I kind of look to see if there's any branches that our company has that are down or offline, or maybe an AP might be offline, a switch, firewall, whatever it might be. If it's offline, I basically try to take care of it. And like I said, that's first thing in the morning. So typically within the first 3 hours of my morning, that's what I'm doing. First 2 to 3 hours. Then around like let's say the second hour, depending on the day. If it's let's say it's Monday, typically around 10 a.m. I have like a meeting with my team lead, AVP, and also my team leaders or team members. Then we just talk about like stuff we're working on, what's going to be done for the week, anything else that needs to be brought up, and then maybe the last 5 to 10 minutes might just be us shooting the shit or just catching up on like, hey, how was your weekend, or what are you gonna do this weekend, stuff like that. Um, and then after that, I kind of go back to whatever I was doing in the morning. If I have still have to finish it up, if not, then I typically have some cases that I got to work on, or I'll check the Jira board, which Jira is like a PMO software or a website that a lot of like IT professionals use for being assigned tasks and working on tasks to basically until completion. So I typically work on those. Like recently, the last Jira task I had was to enable some ports on a switch. I know sounds very simple, but like things like that have to be tracked regardless. So that I literally just clicked on 10 ports on the GUI and enabled them for the branch so that they could use them, and they were able to use them, or they will be used eventually because I think they got some new employees or something like that. Uh, and then around this time, it's probably lunch, so I'll take like an hour lunch, and if I'm at home, then I'm chilling. I'll whatever is left over in my fridge, I'll just eat that, and probably watch like a YouTube video or anime or whatever TV show. and then after that, it's back to work. I'm checking on cases, the Jira boards, checking on the network again. And then my boss may or may not ask me to reach out to somebody, or they might assign me some specialized task or something like that, or they might have me like map out a network, or just a lot of different things. And that's typically my normal day. um there are some things that happen out of the regular where I might need to go on site, or I might need to go to our corporate office or something like that, but those don't happen that often. That happens like maybe once every 3 weeks. uh so yeah, my job right now, I would say as a network engineer, is very like boring to for lack of better words. But like it's also like today I was at work. There was like literally 2 to 3 hours where I did nothing at all. Like I was literally just sitting there on my phone, or scrolling on Instagram, or something else to just kind of like pass the time. And it's not that I didn't have anything to do; it's that there wasn't anything to do. And that's one thing I do like about my company, is that they don't punish me necessarily for not having work to do, because they know that my job is kind of reactive. It's not necessarily a proactive job, so I kind of have to wait for something to happen to act on it. Sorry, just smack the hell out of my mic. um, but yeah, I kind of like have to in an IT environment, you kind of want to have uh, like a pre-reactive environment, or something like that. But it's just like how our environment is set up right now. It's like very reactive. Um, Outside of that, uh, let's see. You said like advice, right?
Yeah.
Um, huh. I guess my advice to like future people, or people who are be interested in that type of thing, like not just network engineering. I mean like software engineering, electrical engineering, any type of like role like that where it's a very technical role. I've always thought this ever since I went to college, even before I went to college, that like going to a 2-year degree school or a technical school for whatever you want to study is a little bit better than going straight to college. Because not every college out there, facilitates what every student needs or wants to learn. Um, so by that I mean, like for my degree, CIS, computer information systems programming. I could have gone to a 2-year degree technical college to study that, and then graduated from there with my associates or something like that, and then from there just keep getting certificates, and then that would have been good enough for like what I need to do for my job. Now I have my bachelor's, which is a 4-year degree, which is pretty nice. That basically all your what your degree tells your employers is that you're dedicated to putting in this much time to earn this type of degree, which will in most cases net you this more money when you're starting a new job. So if I had gone past my bachelor's to my doctorates, I probably would have started with more money at my current job. Same thing with like my PhD, or if or and then the opposite is also true if I got my associates. But that's why I say, like, if you do get your associates, uh, getting certificates to back up what you learned, or to show that you're continually learning more or in new stuff as your life goes on, is very important. So that's kind of like what I'm doing now, and that's why I mentioned at the beginning of this podcast that like one of the certificates I'm working on right now is a Network Plus degree, or certificate, which is basically a very common networking certificate. But for me, it's like perfect right now, because after that, I'll be going for my CCNA, which is a little bit higher up, or a bigger step above Networking Plus.
It's great. Yeah, I was gonna say because I learned a little bit about that when I took cybersecurity. I don't know how I got an A in that class. Like literally, I had a straight A. I would pay attention to the stuff I needed to learn to do cybersecurity cases, and then I would just go to sleep. And then I'd wake up and pass, and then all the other students are like, "How the hell is this guy passing? All he does is sleep." And I'm like, "Well," and the teacher was always like, "Well, at least he pays attention."
Yeah, I mean that's really all it takes sometimes, is knowing how and when to do. Like I would say, a lot of my job can be Google. Um, and I would also say that's a very very good skill to have in this day and age is being able to know how to Google or how to use Google to your benefit so that you can find a solution to like some problem that you're having. Because there are a lot of the things that I don't know that I can't necessarily go directly to my manager or ask my teammates for help on. I go to Google, or I will at least try Google first. Like I'll enter in Google, like how do I take care of issue XYZ, and then as long as your phrasing is correct, you should be able to come up with the correct answer, or get the correct solution for what you're looking for, as long as you're able to like follow the steps that are provided.
Yeah.
um, so that's why I'm always a big advocate for Google for that reason, because it's like, even if you're not IT savvy, everybody on the planet can follow step by step directions. For the most part.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say.
I can't really say everybody. Um, so as long as you're able to, read whatever language the directions are in, and follow the algorithm that's presented to you, then you can probably solve your own issues more often than not.
It's usually how it goes, yeah. Because I remember there were some cybersecurity cases that people really struggled with because there's like certain ones with like encrypted files and stuff, and people didn't struggle because like one they didn't pay attention, but because we use PLTW, right?
Yeah.
So it has the basic steps to tell you how to figure out stuff, but they word it really poorly. So I was like, "You guys should do what I do." And they're like, "Oh yeah, what's the secret genius?" I'm like, "Google."
Yep.
It's really all it is. I mean, and much like you said with like your networking job, like cybersecurity, it's not something like to take lightly. But even then, it's like much like you said, it's like a job where there's not much work. It's more so
Right.
like take action if there's an issue.
Right. Yes, exactly. Yeah, like um yeah, like one of the guys I work with, he's actually on our cybersecurity team. And like he's probably one of my closest friends like at the company. Um and I'm always we're always talking to each other about like our jobs and stuff like that. And there was like a huge spanning tree like issue
Oh boy,
last week, which yeah, that's like a networking thing. So basically, some rogue device on the network is handing out DHCP leases,
yeah, that's not good.
which is yeah. So we had to figure out what the device was. So he's freaking out, like trying to figure out what it is, and then it's like, and it's a network device, so it's related to my job. So I also have to help him out in trying to figure out what it is. So he knows what the MAC address is. So he gives me the MAC address. I locate the MAC address and find out that it's like on this. Basically the device was a docking station. But we were trying to figure out how the hell does a docking station give out DHCP leases, and well, it's a hub type of docking station, so it has an Ethernet connection. Um,
Mm.
which really doesn't explain it, and we're all still kind of scratching our heads. Um, like as far as like how this could happen or whatnot, but like that's just kind of like an example of like how like a lot of teams, whether you're cybersecurity, infrastructure, networking, a development team like a PMO or something like that. Like all of them, kind of work together in some way, shape, or form, or will have to.
Yeah, see, skills can always coincide. People, that's another thing. I guess that's a good piece of advice is that like never overlook something entirely.
Right. Yep.
So yeah,
Never.
because I mean, because I can't even remember the group name for what I did in high school, but all I know is that I was supposed to help with like specializing in welding and construction and stuff. And obviously now I have a construction job. I haven't even gotten a trade or gotten to college for it yet, but like you'll be surprised like the little things you can do just to get a job. Like it's pretty simple when you put your mind to it, especially if you get offered scholarships or stuff at other colleges. I haven't had any like colleges give me offers really, but I have had scholarship offers from different companies, and I'm just like,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, and that's also something that's important too. Like if you're if you're looking for work and you do want to further your education, not necessarily like going back to college, but like my job, they actually pay for my certifications. So let me kind of explain that because it's kind of like weird. So basically, where I work, they're like, well, do you want they'll have like like either deals or sponsorships through various other companies, like say for instance Cisco. So Cisco offers a lot of certifications, whether it be networking or security or anything like that. So basically, through my company, I'm able to take classes or courses with Cisco. Um, and as long as I like take the courses and then I pass the test, I will be reimbursed for whatever I paid. So for example, the CCNA, that's roughly a $3,000 to $2,000 like endeavor. Like not just the test itself, like the courses, the book, and everything else that goes along with it. It's roughly $2,000 to $3,000. So yeah, it kind of sucks. I have to pay that out of pocket, like as I'm doing it. But as long as I pass the test, I get all that money back.
For real.
Because the way the company sees it is like I've now become a valuable asset, and they want to pay, you
that
know,
amount.
for yeah, exactly. They want to pay for that knowledge. And that also may result in like you getting like a pay increase or something like that. So that's typically why. So yeah, there's typically two big reasons why people will go for certifications. Is one, because you're making yourself a more valuable asset to whatever company you are, or other companies that may want to hire you. And then two, you can just that may just result in a pay raise. Like
Yeah.
that's a pretty big reason why a lot of people do it, and a pretty big reason why I do it too. It's like I want more money, so I got to learn more to get more money.
Yeah. It's never a bad thing, people. Like, if you want to learn
Yeah.
something or pursue something, it's all a matter of yourself and your willingness to do it. Because that's what I learned real quick.
Hmm.
Because I wasn't even expecting to get like a construction job offer by the time I graduated. Because like I graduated way back in May, so I was done like way before a lot of people.
Yeah.
And like right as I'm about to leave for North Carolina, they're all like, "Hey, we got a spot open here. If you want to come help us, your hours would be 7 to 4 in the afternoon." So I was like, "Okay."
Right.
It's like, man, y'all got me straight. I'll join.
Yeah. It's not a bad it's not a bad time slot either.
Yeah, get home by the afternoon. So okay, let's see what time. Okay, yeah, going up near the closing segment. But before we close out this episode, this is the part where we usually talk about like any huge plans or things that we're planning on doing in the future. So I'll let you go, Kyle. You got anything?
Um, let's see. I kind of mentioned it already at the beginning, but Final Fantasy 16. So I also mentioned this very very briefly, but I do stream on Twitch. Like kayoken SSB. Just search that username. You'll be able to find me. Um, but yeah, so stream most of the time Smash. That's actually why I was talking about Smash earlier. I go to a lot of Smash tournaments and play a lot when I get the chance. And But like when I'm not playing Smash, I'll play like the latest like AAA title to come out. So for instance, I am currently playing or was playing through Tears of the Kingdom before I got bored of playing it on stream. Now I'm kind of back to playing Smash again, but Final Fantasy 16 literally comes out this Thursday. Actually, I don't know when this actual air, um, but yeah, it actually comes out this Thursday. So I will be playing that when that comes out, and then after I finish Final Fantasy 16, I'll probably Smash again, and then from that point go back to I think Spider Man will come out after that. Yeah. Um, but yeah, like if you just like good vibes and good laughs, then come by the stream. That's typically what I try to offer.
You'll
Good vibes,
typically
good
see
laugh,
me.
terrible gameplay.
Yeah. Well, depends on the game, but yeah, and
Yeah,
you'll definitely see me there in the chat too. And I usually
yeah.
make dumb.
Dragons. He's a regular.
Yep, and I make dumb edits and stuff and emotes for Kyle.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, he has made several of my emotes.
So yeah. Before also to address for the people, I will try to get a good intro for this one and in a good thumbnail as well. But this one's probably gonna be worked on, and also for timestamp reference, since he said this Thursday, it is currently June 19th. So for the
Yeah,
people wondering at home, because sometimes the editing process is slow, especially since I'm using a different software right now, because the old one decided to corrupt episode 9, but all the other episodes beforehand are fine. So this is
Classic.
episode 10, but things I got going on very recently or soon is July. I'm going to go up to Maryland Heights, going to go to a concert, then come back in August, go up to
Nice.
Chicago, going to meet a bunch of famous people like Giancarlo Esposito and other people. And then by the end of August, I'm going to be going back to Maryland Heights to see Disturbed. And then September is basically the same thing. So
Yeah, I think Sylvanas is actually going to a Disturbed or some other concert similar to that. I can't remember exactly though.
yeah, and then I'll see where I'm at in November, because late November, because my sister wants me to see it. My older sister, well, she came in here several times. I don't know if y'all ever heard her or not, but uh, gonna she's gonna try and find a way for me to go out to the city because she wanted me to get tickets for her before I left for New Mexico to go see Metallica live. So that's why I got
Oh,
going for
sick.
November. So yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fun.
yeah. So I got to like mid November, early December, and I might be back in Mexico. So see how that goes.
Nice.
Well, this was episode 10 of Talking Noise. Kayoken, thanks for being on today.
Yeah, of course, man. This was fun. Just if you want to do this again, just let me know.
We're definitely bringing you on future episodes. I guarantee you by the time this episode's over, freaking Kojak gonna be texting me like, yeah, we got to bring that guy back on. Because he met one of my friends. Okay, so a little quick catch up too before sorry people, I know you want this episode to probably be done already, but physics, first guest we had on this podcast, my boy already went to college. So the reason why you guys haven't heard anything from that man probably is because the second I got back to North Carolina, that dude was already going to college. So yeah, there's that. So sorry for no workout stream, people, if you were looking forward to that, or whatever video I promised with him. So
Hey, shit happens.
yeah, but, yeah, be good people.